welcome back to my channel. This video is for you if you have a TUI holiday booked, if it's a package holiday, a flight only or an accommodation only. And this is an update for the news from the 4th of December when we came out of lockdown number 2 in the UK. So I hope it will be helpful. There are loads of links below. If you go on the TUI website, any questions can be answered there. Now please make sure that you do check your own travel arrangements. I'm just going to try as best I can to get as much information in there as I can to answer your questions, because people keep asking me questions and I'm just answering as best as I can after looking on the TUI website. So TUI have released something called a TUI price promise, or a TUI promise, in relation to COVID cover. So if you already have a trip booked, you can have free amends if you contract COVID before you travel. Okay, so if you contracted, say if it's today, the 5th of December, they've updated all this information, I think I just said that, on the 4th of December. So if you contract COVID tomorrow and you're due to go in a week's time, you can phone them up and you can amend that. It's not going to cost you anything or whatever. So hopefully you won't, hopefully you'll stay very safe. But between now and the end of April, so I'm looking at my notes, between now and the end of April 2021, you will be covered for overseas medical assistance if you contract COVID whilst you are out on holiday. So that includes, again, package holidays, flights and accommodation only, not the cruises and that type of thing. But please do check those links below to check for details, and bear in mind it could change from the time you're watching this video. So I'm recording this on the 5th, but I just, like I say, keep getting asked. And I went past the TUI today in the shopping centre and it's closed. So I was like, why are they closed? And I looked at the note on the window and basically it says they are trying to keep all their staff safe. So if you booked in store, please call the number for the helpline. And I know it's really frustrating because it's very difficult to get through, because obviously they're overwhelmed with cancellations and rebookings and stuff. So, you know, just bear in mind, if you booked in store, you're going to need to now do it online on the phone. So if you're asked to quarantine while you're away, for example, if you was, I don't know, if you was sitting with somebody else that had COVID or whatever, I don't know, if they asked you to quarantine while you're away and you've got to extend the cover. So in other words, if you was due to fly home on the 10th, but you've got to quarantine until the 14th, they will cover the costs of that. I think they're doing brilliant, to be honest. I know it's a bit, you know, it's all a bit, everyone's a bit frustrated by it. They are doing brilliant. Now, they suggest, and this would be my recommendation, that you download the TUI app. On the TUI app, there is it's free to download, I'll just throw that out there, and you can put your booking reference number in there, and then they will pick up your booking, and there's it's yellow, it's like a big post-it note. On all of the TUI COVID stuff, it is big and yellow boxes. So, and it says check if your booking is affected, and you can just click that and they will tell you if your booking has been affected. Obviously that's going to be more up to date than this video, because they will be doing that live like all the time. But they also suggest you download the TUI app, because when you're away you can get 24-hour support, and it is the best way. Obviously, again, like I said, they're going to be overwhelmed with all sorts of things. So they've also made within their COVID promise that they will only take you on quarantine-free holidays. So they won't take you to a place where you land and then you've got a quarantine for 14 days. Say, I don't know, say if that's Australia, I think they might have lifted that now, but there were restrictions there that were very strict. So you won't go, obviously, fly to somewhere and then have to quarantine for 14 days and then fly home again. What's even the point, you know? So they have made that promise that they will only do that. And obviously they have got a list of all of those countries. Again, check the links below because it's all down there. So if they cancel, and I know this is the major question that everybody wants, if they cancel, you can get a free amend. So in other words, say if you were supposed to fly tomorrow, you can amend that to, I don't know, this time next year. Not sure about that, but check. You can get a credit note with benefits. So they were saying, the last lot of information was that they were giving you an extra incentive to get a credit note. So you get a credit note that you've then got more money to spend on it, basically. or you can get a full cash refund. And there is a form that you fill out to get that, and that's okay if you change your mind. If you've asked for a credit note and then you're just like, no, actually I want a cash refund, there is a form. Again, it will be in the links below, so please go and check those out. That's going to be your best source of information. But because, like I say, people keep asking and they want to know what's happening with our TUI holiday, what's going on. So from the 4th of December, our restrictions were lifted. Everything was cancelled up until then. So there are still some people getting their flights cancelled, and it is very all over the place, higgledy-piggledy, and they're doing their absolute best, you know, and it's just, it's a very difficult situation, it's a very difficult time. I've been so impressed with all the people that have asked me questions, have been so patient and so like, you know, we want to go, but we want to be safe, and people are being really sensible. So I do really quite appreciate that. But like I say, the best thing to do if you've got a current booking is to download the TUI app, free on the App Store. Just type in TUI and it comes up. And then you put your booking reference number in there, your surname and your date of departure, and everything just comes up on there. So I will do my best to keep you updated. If you want that on this channel, please do give me a thumbs up. I'm going to be talking more about travel in 2021. So I'm sorry if you're one of those that's come here to watch my Vlogmas, but I just wanted to get that up-to-date information because it's quite important. I know there's a lot of people on my channel from the, you know, the travel people. So if that's you, oh gosh, aren't we all missing our travel? Don't you just want to get your socks off and your shoes off and just walk on the shoreline and feel the sand beneath your feet? Oh, that will be lovely. It will happen again one day soon, I'm really sure. So let's just keep everything crossed and just hope. But the majority of the advice that the TUI have put out there at the moment is up until the end of April. So if you're traveling up till the end of April, but you are covered with all of these things for bookings that were made before this New Year's Eve coming, which is actually my birthday. So if you haven't made a booking, but you want to, say if you've got a credit note, like I've got a credit note and I've just made a booking for next September in the hope that things might be slightly more normal, and if they're not, you then will be on the system and you'll be able to amend it. So if you want that TUI promise of the COVID cover, it's up until bookings that have been made before December the 31st, 2020. So I hope this has been helpful. Please leave it a thumbs up if it has, and let me know if you've got any other questions. But like I say, the links down there will be your best source, and definitely go download that TUI app because that's got the information that you need. So you take care. Please keep safe in these crazy times. And if I don't speak to you again before Christmas, but I might, actually I'm just going to tag on about Lapland, but I may do a complete separate video for that. All trips to see Father Christmas have been cancelled because TUI do not feel that they can uphold the safety measures there, and they didn't want to take the magic away, which I completely understand. So if anybody has got a trip to Lapland, but like I said, I might do another video for that, you got the opportunity to refer that back to next year. So keep safe, have a great Christmas if I don't see you before, and let's really keep our positive vibes going for 2021 and just hope that we can get on that plane again safely and, you know, do what we would love to do in normal circumstances. So take care and bye-bye for now.